Hello everybody, I hope that you are good to go with this tutorial. In the previous video, we talked about sending requests to the browser and getting a response. We did it by creating an index view and mapping it to a URL. But we do not always want to render that simple message which is in our index view, which says this is our first view. We want to render some question and choices that represents our poll because our application is all about polls and we cannot always type questions of the polls manually to the view. That is where databases came into the picture. In this video we will be talking about models and databases. How can you upload the data to your database using models? So first of all, what is a database? A database is nothing but an area where we will be storing our data in an organized way, majorly in a column and row format. In our case, data will mostly consist of questions and choices of different polls. So, why and what are models? Why do we need models? For this project, we will be using a database named SQLite. We cannot directly create, read, update, or delete the data in this database using Python. Now it is where models come into the picture. Models in Django are Python classes that defines the structure and behavior of the data in our application, like how our data should look like in the database. It will be more clear when we will create one. So let's get started. I have opened this models.py file in our Pulse app, so you can just get with me and start coding. So in this video we will be creating two models. One is question and another will be choice. So a single question can have multiple choices, but a single choice can only have one question. So to create a model we will be using Python classes. We can do it like this: class and its name, the name of the model, and we will do some inheritance. From this module named models, we will inherit this class named model. This inheritance does nothing but tells Django that hey, this question class is a model. So in any table there are columns and you can think any model like a table. So table consists columns and what will be in models? Model consists fields that are like the columns in tables which stores the real data. So first we'll fill so the first field that we will be creating is question text, the text of that question, and that question will be a object of character field, something like this: models dot character field. This tells that Django that this is a field of characters, and we can also set max length equals to 200. Now what else do we want? We want a publication date of that question. Let us also make an object of this. Models dot publication date is a date, so we will be using date time field for that, and we want the date published. Let us write in small letter date published. Similarly, we will be creating another model named choice. Models dot model. Now, as I said that a single choice can only have a single question, but a question can have many choices. So to build this relationship between the choice and question, we have to create an instance of foreign key class. Models dot foreign key question, comma, on delete. I will make you understand this, that what do this mean. On delete models dot cascade. So this instance of this class tells that this question object is related to every choice, and this question object is stored in this question instance. On delete equals to models dot cascade. It does nothing but it deletes the instance that we will be creating of this choice model on deleting the instance of this question model. So if there is no question, then we do not want any choice. It will not make any sense. Now we also have to create a field of choice text similar like question text models dot character field, and we will give it a max length of 100 characters. Now what do we want else? We want votes. Like how many votes does a single choice got? Models dot. So votes will be a integer. So we will get this thing from integer field. Am I spelling wrong? Yes. Integer field, and we will set default votes equals to 0. So these are our two models. Now let me take you to the definition of the model. We said that a model is nothing but the blueprint of the data that we will be storing in our database. So these two are nothing but the blueprint of any data that we will be storing in our database. Our question will be stored with its question text and its publication date. Our choice will be stored with a question that it is choice of and the choice text and votes. I think that you understood that. Let me move on to next thing. Now we will be doing some plugin and migrating stuff. So what does they mean? I will make you understand in a second. First, let us go to settings.py file. Here you can see that there is a list named installed apps. These are the apps that Django provided us manually. We do not have to create them. These are something like that Django says, hey, I am blessing you with these apps. These are the basic functionalities of any website you can think. So these apps contains models. So these apps contains data, and Django do not send the data of these apps directly to the database. So we have to do it manually by ourselves. So to do so, we will be using a simple command named migrate. Let me first change my directory to my site because this is the directory in which we are in, and do this command manage.py migrate. What this command checks is that it will look up to all the apps that is plugged in this, that is present in this installed app list, and see is there any data that we need to ship to the database. If yes, I will migrate it. Wait, press enter. I have already migrated the data, so your response will be something different. Now, you will be wondering that why these apps are in this list. You can say that it's the Django convention that Django notices only apps that are in this list. Django functions on those apps only. So we have to provide the configuration of our app to this installed apps. So let us make my way first and go to this apps.py file inside our whole app. So here is the configuration class of our app. So we need to copy this name, go to this, and we need to provide the path to this configuration. Polls.apps dot the name of the configuration. That is it. Our app is plugged in. Now Django can work on our app. I hope that you understood all the things that we have done in this video. We have plugged in our Pulse app. We have did the migrate stuff of the pre-installed apps, and we have created these models. And we have get to know what is a database and what are models, why models are used. And in the next video, we will be providing the data based on these models. We will be getting things onto the screen. And if you found any value in this video, please like, comment and subscribe. That is it for this video. See you in the next one. Till the time, bye bye.